Yo, what's up, y'all? Here's the cat. Anyways, today we're gonna be going to the gym, doing another THB lift. But first, let's go to Walmart. So I'm gonna get an energy drink. Yay! Let's go. I don't know if I'm slow, but I can't find them. Alright, we don't have a lot of selection here. I think I'm gonna go for Celsius. Alright, we're going with the cotton candy Alani.
Alright, y'all, we gotta sprint before we lift, so. Feeling some tightness in my hamstring. I think I just need to stretch it out more. Bro. Sorry about the noise, y'all. I'm sprinting kind of at an uphill. It's like going up a little bit. Which just means it's a little slower. Which is whatever. We're not here for numbers. We're here for progress, you know. You got to get out of that mindset where it's like obviously you want goals, but you don't want to obsess over the goals. Because that's how you decrease your vertical and shit. So yeah. For 3, I'm gonna see how many Daddy John wants me to do. Johnny, yes, Papa. How many sprints you want me to do? All right. John wants 4 to 5. That was like 3 or 4, so I'm gonna do one more. Do a standing start just so I can see if I can get more pushes. That one was the best rep, but time to go to the gym. Transition time.
Today's lift, right now I'm just warming up with power cleans. The goal is not to lift heavy, it is just to move the weight pretty fast, working on that RFD, which is rate of force development, which is one of the key things for, jumping higher. And with the recent vertical world record being broken by somebody who, can't squat that high of weight compared to his body weight. No hate for him. It's just, he's stronger than me and like everybody who jumps. It's just, he can't express that in the weight room just yet. But yeah, basically with these power cleans, I'm going at I think 60 or 70%, just moving it as fast as I can. And in this next clip, you'll be able to tell that I'm putting in a lot of effort. Not that I was on the other set, but like, I was just, you'll see. See, I'm trying a lot harder on that. I think I had some hard style or something playing in my ear, and then also I was just, this is one of the things that I do for jump training. Yeah, my headphones got stuck on my back, but this is one of the things that I do for jump training. I always either A, watch dunk clips in between of myself or people who are better than me. A lot of times I like to watch Donovan Hawkins. I like to watch his dunk videos in between sets, just because I feel like if I imagine myself jumping, like with the weight, especially when it's like a power clean, it like almost, I get more intent After that, we moved to squat. It was 3 sets of 6 because we were doing through squats after this. So this was warm-up weight, 225. I weigh 160. I don't know the exact calculation off the top of my head. What's crazy about this, though, this was my max a year and a half ago. And I mean, I'm just able to, like, jump with the weight, basically. But yeah, I was just, moving the weight as fast as I could. That's the biggest thing with a lot of these workouts. Unless you're in a deload or something, you should really be trying your hardest. You shouldn't just be going through the motions. On this squat, it's hard to tell here, but I added another 10 on each side, so I think that's 265. I was supposed to do 260, but I didn't know how to do the exact, I'd have to do like 5s and 2.5s, and then my friends who I was lifting with, they're power lifters, so they were using the 2.5s. So I just, went up. Then this is overloaded eccentrics. Do not try this if you don't have above a 40-inch vertical. And that's not even an ego thing. That's just, this is a really hard movement, and you want to like save it for when you're starting to get those key adaptations. The goal is to like lower more than you can lift, and then lift more weight. This was first set / warm up. I was just overall trying to get the joints lubricated and just overall feel out the movement. But there's my friends there. They were helping me. Then this one I ended up having to do by myself just because they were doing stuff. I didn't want to mess with them. I was only doing 3 sets, so there's no point. This is my what I was doing last time. I asked John Evans. He said that I should be going heavier this session. I should have done 5s, but for some reason I went up 20 pounds instead of 10 pounds. So I got 1 good rep, and I could have gone for more, but I just ended up misgrooving like really bad, and I think that's just one of my issues with this lift. So I ended up doing a set in between this, but it's kind of ugly, so I cropped it out. But yeah, I ended up doing it with 225. Just jumping with the weight. I didn't even mean to jump there, I'm not gonna lie. And then we swapped over to RDLs, except 1 foot on the way down, / 1 foot eccentric, and then just pull up with 2 foot. This is more just focusing on the eccentric. Don't focus as much on the concentric. Like obviously you just have it there because you need to reset, but this is more when you do eccentrics like this, you build up your tendon thickness. This is what gives you thicker tendons. Now you don't want tendons too thick because otherwise they will, you won't be able to stretch them. Think of it like a rubber band. The thicker the rubber band, the more power it can, hold, and the more power it can contain. But if you have too much, then you won't be able to stretch the rubber band. And what stretches the rubber band, aka your tendons, is muscle. So like the stronger your muscles only make up about, I think, 30% of your vertical. However, that 30% is very, very important. So yeah, with this, just lower it. Not quite as slow as you can, but you want to feel that stretch, and you want to fight the weight. You want it to be, again, more than you can lift. 1 foot. So that's what I did here. After that, I moved to calf raises. This was a warm-up set, so I was only doing... when I do Smith machine, I know it's not actually the amount of weight. I just track it as if it were a 45-pound bar, because I don't really care about my lifts on a Smith machine. It's more just tracking. So I don't even know. I think this bar is 15 or 25 pounds. But yeah, worked up to 405 and I should have probably gone a little lighter here. I don't know. In the moment, it felt okay. Like I'm able to I just feel like I could have gotten my eccentric a little slower here, but overall it felt decent. It felt okay. And then it says cable abductions for my app. However, I don't have a strap for my ankle, so I just do the hip abductor machine, and I usually max it out. And then here I maxed it out. I maxed out the top part, which is 10 pounds, and I added another 5. So I think this is 265 or 270 or yeah, I think it's 265. On the other machine, which was taken at the time, and then I was already mid set, goes up to 300, and so that's the one I usually use. But I was doing this for sets of 10. And yeah, that's pretty much the workout, guys. I'll try to upload more frequently. So yeah.